Hello guys, welcome back to a new day. And today's video, of course, you have seen the title, the document that you need to get to US admission, university admission, and maybe just scholarships in general. So the first set of documents that you need traveling documents, and this is basically your passport, right? You need your passport for US and for Asia or Europe. Sometimes some applications you don't need a passport. They will tell you your national ID card. Okay, I have seen that, like China, other. But at the end of the day, of course, you have to provide. But like when you apply, until maybe you're accepted before you provide a passport, some scholarship. But for US universities, you need a passport. And the other set of documents, I call them academic documents. So you need, of course, you need your transcript. What I'm saying right now is for master's degree seeking students or PhD. Okay, of course, we all know what transcripts are. So you need your transcript, you need your degree certificate. Transcript shows your grades, okay, for each of the modules you've taken or courses you've taken. And under language documents, of course, if you are from an English speaking country, you need an English language proficiency certificate. And I have seen this so many times. People rush into writing IELTS or TE or TOEFL or PTA for like Australia, which is PTA. Let me see, look at this thing. Okay. And then Duolingo. That's, if you are from an English country, that's a mere waste of money. I'm saying this because out of the 90 universities you are going to apply to US, maybe just 1% will tell you, will insist, like I have one university that will insist that it doesn't matter where you come from, you have to provide you have to provide one of these test scores like IELTS or TOEFL or Duolingo. Okay, but 99% will accept your degree, your English language proficiency certificate, which shows that you've schooled from an English speaking country or English speaking university and you are taught in English for past 4 years. And some universities will give exceptions. They will put your country there. So why do you have to waste that money? Maybe that's money you should keep that for your visa in case you get accepted, or your deposit to keep your space. Or you can use that. I know some people may not want to hear this, to write exams like GRE, which gives you the opportunity to get scholarship, graduate assistantship, and a stipend, but because it's an exam, some of us don't want to write it, but it's going to help you a lot. And so under writing documents, for the ones where you need a recommendation letter, that's key. From a third party, I mean, like, you are not the person that is writing your recommendation letters for yourself. You need someone else, and these are key. So if you are starting your journey, just get people that you trust, academics, I mean, like from your previous university. Get at least in touch with one of the lecturers or former lecturers that you'll be able to convince for them to be writing for you a recommendation letter. It might not be one recommendation letter, it might be 2 or 3. So you need to have people that have interest in your academic journey. As it is important, have those people in mind already. If you're working, you have someone from your company and you have one person. Most often universities will say 2, and some will need up to 3 recommendation letters. And I know how recommendation letters are so important. Someone told me, okay, I saw a recommendation letter, I don't know, past lecturer did for one student. It's so annoying. It pisses me off. I was so, like, I felt so bad. And the reason being, the way the lecturer rated the student, even if the student wasn't clever in school, at least, for God's sake, we have excellent, we have good, very good. Like, he went up to like the categories. Okay, maybe his writing abilities, communication, or someone that is ready to take responsibility. He rated the student 50, 50, 50 among the 50% in his class, among 50%. Everything just lazy and just the same word, but he's so lethargic. It shows that like they don't have interest in that student. At least mix things up, even if they are not good at it. Guys, I have to look at this thing. So mix things up, at least 50%, 20 or 10%, or among the 5%, among the first or the 1%. You can't tell me that a student will just be everything about among the 50%. That's so annoying. So find someone that has so much interest in your studies, because some people will just take Mr. X recommendation letter and use it for you. Most often I advise students that make sure you write a recommendation letter for yourself and send it to these recommenders, so they will just do some changes and letterhead and all of that, sign and submit that. If you know what is on the recommendation letter, what they should write. Okay, so it's key. It's going to help you. Then under the writing document, you need, of course, and this one you don't need to write it ahead. Personal statement, statement of purpose. I have seen people. Yeah, it is good you do the education part of it, like know how you should structure, and that's the key thing. Know how you should structure. Maybe your letter of intent or personal statement or statement of purpose. Letter of intent is different from personal statement or statement of purpose in that the letter of intent requires an address, a salutation, okay, and for a personal statement or statement of purpose, you just need a heading and you start writing introduction, then continue. So what I would like to say on that, just basically start writing. So for you to get used to writing some, answering some, yes, for you to get used to writing, okay, it's going to help you a lot. Know the steps on how to write these things, but don't write them ahead. Most of the universities, they will tell you what are the things they need you to write about your personal statement or statement of purpose. Until then, you don't need to write anything. When you see those questions, like you won't see them like question 1 or question 2, but based on what you are asked, maybe they'll say, okay, write a personal statement. Tell us why this university, why your program, your post-graduation plans. So you basically just answer these questions, paragraph them. That's it. Basically, you're just answering the questions. That's the most important thing. And if you're coming in for masters, research by masters, yes, masters by research, because we have course base, you need to at least have a research proposal. Okay, because you have to send that maybe to your professor, that you want them, your potential professors, and it is good, of course, you always have the abstract of your research to send that when you send emails. If you want to come here and do a research, masters by research, which gives you opportunity to have tuition remission and a stipend. Okay, so that's it. For the research proposal, some European countries as well requires that government scholarships, okay, and study plan. For study plan, it's not common for US universities, okay, but for government scholarship, you might need those ones, study plan. And professional documents, so the other set is professional documents. So this one, I don't know why I name it professional document. So you need like your CV and resume. CV and resume are different a bit. A resume, it's more like your professional. It talks more about your work experience, more on work experience, and maybe what are some of the skills you have. Yes, a resume. So a resume is very short. Some universities, they will restrict you to just 1 page. Okay, so that's it. To just reduce the font size and fit everything in 1 page. For A CV now is more broader. Especially a CV for scholarship, you should include every damn thing. Put it there. Put it there. Okay. Your extracurriculum activities, everything, because they are going to judge your application holistically. Most of the universities in the US, it's not just your CGPA, not just your work experience. Extracurriculum activities, what are some of the leadership positions you've held? Okay, put all of this information. They are going to help you. Then the other one, other documents, I just say medical documents, basically like medical certificates. This is not for US, mostly for like government scholarships. Yeah, they need you to show that you have these things, like if you are going in for Turkey Abosigi or other Chinese scholarship, most of them they will ask you for that. And test documents. So test documents, I think I mentioned this one already. IELTS, TOEFL, Duolingo, PTA are must. Okay, especially if you are from a non-English speaking country, you need that. And the other one is GRE or GMAT. This is optional for most of the universities. Some universities it's not optional, it's a criterion, okay, that you should fulfill. So just know that if you see that you can write to it, find another university. There are thousands of universities in the US, okay. But I need to emphasize that with GRE or GMAT, a good score will guarantee you a tuition remission and a stipend. If you get anything of that, just reach out to me. I'll be gladly ready to help you. If you have a good GRE score or GMAT, trust me, we'll find universities for you. Now, that's it for graduate students. Now, if you're here as an undergraduate student, let's just wrap this one. You don't have much on your plate. So the first one, of course, you need again your transcripts. Your transcripts are those documents from your high school. I mean, your report cards, we call them report cards in West Africa. Okay? For other countries, they might have something different. So for undergraduate, you need transcript. Your report card from SS or the levels, like I can hear people saying level 200 or something. I don't know. I don't understand that. But West Africa, like you have SS1, SS2, SS3. I mean, senior secondary school. Okay? So you have those results. But most often, what I tell people, you don't need all of that. You just need one, wherein they will put like 2020 this to 2020 this, maybe SS1, 2020 this to 2020 this, SS2, SS3, everything, and they'll put first, second, and third term, first, second, and third term. Okay, maybe you should go to your past teachers for them to prepare that for you separately. And the reason being, you must have fall short when you are studying. Maybe there are certain courses you didn't take seriously. Subject from your high school that you actually did so bad in them. But now that you need a scholarship, you should go back and they prepare you a solid one that will be able, that's like, at least have like 80s or 85 be the minimum, and your 90s, 90 something is going to help you. Okay, then you need your high school certificate. It depends which country or which part of the world you are. West Africa, we have like WAS is the accepted one. Okay, you can provide that. And of course, you need passports, you need a CV, undergraduate as well. CV, some people say I don't have any work experience. You don't need to have work experience. You must have done some volunteering, you must have done certain things. Put those information. Okay, and you need the recommendation letters. And the other one, you need like teachers evaluation. Like if you use the common app, which I'm yet to make a video on, but I'll try to make videos on that. I realize that in my community, I have like more graduate students. So I tend to focus more on that, but I'll try to make a video on that. How to use common app, and the other one, coalition. Yeah, I think I used those two when I was in my country to apply for some students. So how to use that. And the advantages for you to use common app. You can apply to as many universities with just one centralized application, one platform. Okay, and just be receiving your offer letters. Okay, and this is optional for scholarship opportunities. Some universities don't need, but some universities, for them to give you huge amount of money, they look at your SAT. Okay, which is your scholastic aptitude test. Okay, you need that as well. I think we didn't have much, so yeah, that's it for this video. And if you've learned anything from this, please consider subscribing to the channel, hit on the bell notification, and give this video a like to appreciate the effort. Thank you, and see you again in my next video. Bye bye for now.